Hi, it's Angela and we're doing some diamond painting today. And I've got some getting to know you questions. First I'll set up my boat. Oh, knocked you out of the frame, did I? 3865. So white. I'm working on an Alice in Wonderland painting. It's inspired by Alice in Wonderland. Anyway, it says we're all mad here in the middle. We're just on the edges at the moment. So, why? Alright. So, this is my very first video. Oops. Get a dog here. And so I thought I'd do some of those getting to know you questions that I've seen around, because it's a lot easier than me just being here, being quiet and diamond painting. Oops. Wonderful. So, first question was, what does your name mean? My name actually means angelic or messenger of God, Angela. I think that's a really nice name. But I'm after, the second question is, are you named after anyone? No, I'm not. No, I'm not named after anyone. If you could change your first name, what would it be? Well, when I was growing up, I really wanted to be called Rachel for some reason. Don't ask me why. It was just a more feminine sounding name to me growing up. But now, I'm quite happy with my name. I'm just filling this little bit of white in here. Ooh. And that's done that little section. Because I don't know if you can see, but this blue and black, we've got black here, blue all through here. After I finish these little spots, I'm going to have to do another section, and it will just be blue and black too. So I'm glad to have you guys around to talk to. Okay, what's the next colour? Don't you love these little lockable clips, boxes? I've labelled them all. They go in a folder. I'll show you in another video. Okay, so here we've got K. K is 3346. These are really dark colours I'm working with at this front part here. I don't actually know what this part of the picture here is supposed to be. But they're very dark greens. I don't know if you can see it, but they're very dark greens that don't contrast very much with the blue and the black. So forgive me while I change colours a lot, because these are just the little fill-in areas that I've been doing. So, whoop, there's only a few of these. And that's it for the K. I'm lucky, this painting's from Yumi Art, and no popping drills at all. The drills are very, very nice. I haven't had too many rubbish drills, and no popping whatsoever, which is unfortunately the first time that I've gotten one that hasn't had popping drills on it. Had a couple of bubbles along here, but you can hardly see. They're all pretty flat. So now we'll do H in the corner here, and H is 958. This is a lovely colour. this greeny light teal colour. I love it. Similar to what is actually on my wedding dress for my wedding coming up in November. One of these, the colours, it's a bit more blue what's on my dress, but it's got a little greeny tinge a bit like this to it. That's as much as I can say right now because my fiance's in the other room and I don't want to give the dress away too much. But he knows that colour. It's on my dress because I'm getting him a matching tie. And that's, as I said, in November. So we're actively planning and getting everything ready for that. And what else? Next question is, where are you from? That's an interesting one. I was born near Dubbo in New South Wales, but I moved up to Queensland when I was only a few months old. So all my memories are growing up in Queensland on the Gold Coast for most of my life. But as other Aussies would know, when it comes to Street of Origin, which is a big football competition, I still go for New South Wales, just to be different. It was where I was born, so I go for the Blues. Love this greeny blue colour. 958. Oh, there we go. Not much of this area to go. I'm a bit of a slow diamond painter. I'm not a big, fast diamond painter. Some people, they can just whack them out. But me, I can't. And multi-places. I don't use multi-places. I'm too not coordinated enough. I'm too awkward to use the multi-places. So I've actually done all of this painting and my other paintings one by one. So I've heard other people saying using a multi-placer is cheating. Well, I think that's ridiculous. I think however you get your diamonds down is however you get your diamonds down. But I'm just not dexterous enough to use a multi-placer. Okay, B. B is 792. Sorry for all the clicking and the crunching. Let's put that one there. See, I'm not putting many in the tray. There's not many to do. I've filled in most of this blue and black today. But isn't this blue here, this 820, that's just gorgeous. It's probably one of my favorite colors that you can get. Is 820, which it should look similar for most people. But yeah, I love it. I thought I'd fit this video in really quickly because my 4 kids went to the park. The older 2 teenage ones took the 2 younger kids to the park. So I thought I'd jump in while it was quiet and get this video done, which I've been planning to do for a while, but I haven't had the quiet to do it because we're actually on school holidays at the moment. 2 weeks of school holidays, so it's Sunday today for us, and we're on to next week will be the 2nd week of the school holidays. Oh, nearly put it on an 8. That's a 1 in the B. So it has been very loud and very crazy around here. But I thought, while they're gone, I can just quickly whip up a whip and chat with you guys. I see so many great YouTube channels love craft forever. I love Natalia. She's so wonderful. I listen to her all the time. She's so kind and bubbly and encouraging. I really like her. Oh, okay. What colour are we going to do next? Oh, we're getting down to slim pickings here. Z. I've got my trusty piece of paper, 159. My trusty piece of paper always tells me where I'm up to. So Z. There's not too many of those diamonds. Which of your parents are you closest to? Well, I have my mum and my dad. My dad's not my biological dad, but he's my dad to me. But I am actually closest to my mum because it was my mum and us kids growing up. So we're very close nowadays. We live not very far from each other. It's about a 5-minute drive to my mother's place and my dad's place. But we talk online, we visit each other. She's actually coming to watch the children for me whilst I go for a trip to Brisbane for my son to go and see a physio at the Queensland Children's Hospital to get tested for EDS, because I have EDS and he's got low tone and they're wondering if he's hypermobile as well. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. We're getting all of our things ready for making our way there tomorrow morning, starting at 5:30 in the morning. So that'll be, oh, I missed one. That'll be interesting. It'll be really good to get away for like 2 days. 2 days, a trip will take us all the way around. Jen will be able to see some family on the Gold Coast. Okay, next is, we'll do G. I don't think I've used G on this yet. Where are you? G. Oh, 964. Oh, this is like the other teal, but, oh, there's a dud one here. Okay. 1, 2, just a couple. I'll need to put them in the container, but that doesn't matter. It's only a couple. So yes, it's going to be a really big trip all the way around. Leaving at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. Getting to Brisbane hopefully 10:30. Appointment at 11. Go and see my best friend on the way back to staying at my sister's house. Ooh, and that's already done, G. It's going to be lots of chopping and changing. There's little bits to do here. All right, so we're up to, there's a few E's. Where's E? 3808. This is a very, very dark teal colour. These are a little bit stuck together, but they're not too bad. And you can't really see them against the blue or the black very well, but I know they're there. Wonderful. So this is what I'm actually doing. That's a little picture that we've got going to work on. And I thought this whole background would actually be black or purpley, but it's a mixture of 820 blue and 939 black kind of colour with some splodges, as you can see here in the green in the background. And I'm about in the middle of the painting down the bottom, working my way upwards in strips. So what do you do? Do you do all of one colour? Do you do sections? Do you do sections of big colour, or just pick any random colour? You tell me in the comments how you like to take your diamond painting. All right, now the yen symbol, 318. This one's a grey, like an elephant grey. I don't know if you can hear, there's kids in the neighbourhood playing. You know, when you've got these little areas just needing to be filled in before you can move on, that's where I'm at. And then it won't be long until I'm back to black and blue again. 8, what is 8? 208. I do love 208. It is a nice dark lavender kind of colour. Not too dark. And it's more mauvey than lavender, I would say. Oops, glitch one out. 8, there's less than a handful of these to do. Yep. So you'll just have to bear with me while I finish this little area. Actually, what I might do is move on to a larger area. I'll just move the camera a little bit. You can see all those D's. Oh, excuse me while I have a sip. All those D's are 939. And I'll come back and fill in a bit later on. So this came with, I couldn't even count how many packets of 939. And to me, there's not much difference between 939 and 310. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, really. With these colours anyway that I've been given, it may as well be a proper black. Oh. All right, there we go. We'll just start, actually I'll start here and make my way over to here, go up and then around the side. Just for something different. When you're doing large areas, you can checkerboard. A lot of people do checkerboarding. I do sometimes, but not right now. I've just found it easier to plot along like this. Oop. I just found it easier. Just how it's comfortable for me. As I said, I know a lot of people use the multi-places, but I'm just not coordinated enough to get them lined up, to get them on the canvas correctly. And sometimes faster doing single than trying to mess around and get a 3 or more placer filled with diamonds in a row. Now, as I said before, there's nothing wrong with that. If you do use a placer, nothing wrong with it. If you don't, nothing wrong with it. Because I've honestly heard in diamond painting groups of people being accused of cheating simply because they use a multi-placer, which I personally think is ridiculous. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I don't think you can you cheat even at diamond painting? I don't think you can. It's because it's not a competition, it's not a race. I don't think you can cheat. But that's just my thoughts anyway. Are your grandparents still married? That's a tricky one because my grandfather passed away when I was 12. They were both married at the time to each other. My grandma, Nana, and my pa, they were both married. And my Nana has not remarried and has no interest at all at getting remarried. As far as she's concerned, what I've heard, he was her best friend and she misses him. And she's not interested in getting married again. She's very fit, my Nana. 89 years old and runs rings around me. She is such an inspirational woman. So is my mother. Those are the two most inspirational people in my life, is my Nana and my mother. I have a lot of inspirational people in my life, thankfully, but they would be the top two. Oh. How am I going here? Not too boring, I hope. We're getting close to the words. So this is underneath the words. This is the border area. And we've got different colors and little pictures here. And then up that way, that's where the words "We're all mad here" are. Now I'm going to get this one framed and put into the entryway. Just to warn everybody as they come in the door what they're getting themselves in for. Because our house is pretty crazy and chaotic at the best of times. I've got 4 children and a puppy dog called Sasha and my wonderful fiance and I in our home. So there's always something happening. There's always a mess to be cleaned. There's always a meal to be cooked. And there's always somebody for somebody to talk to, which is great. I came from a huge family. I came from a family, 6 of us kids and my mom. So I'm glad I could have the 4 that I have, because they've all got each other, even though they're different ages. They get along in different ways. Sometimes they're the best of friends, and sometimes they're the worst of enemies, as most mums would know who have multiple children. They can get along so swell together. And then sometimes they can't stand to breathe in their own space, crossing over each other. He looked at me, she looked at me. He touched me. You're in my space. That's my part of the couch. So it just depends on what mood they're in. But they're wonderful. I love my kids so much. It is nice to have a little bit of quiet diamond painting time though. I hope you can see all right. This is my first time filming, so you have to forgive me for being nervous and for what I have not yet learnt about making videos for YouTube, because this is my very first one. Such a beautiful black. I really love this black. Oh, a bit shaky. And as I said, this is from Yumi Art. Excuse me. And I have not had any problems with this canvas or drills. I've done previous diamond paintings in squares and have had the dreaded popping drills. My very first one was beautiful, but had so many terrible popping drills on it, you wouldn't believe. I still haven't sealed it because it looks a little bit overwhelming. There's so many popping drills, it has to be rolled, and I've got sealant that I can seal it with. But it was a beautiful forest owl. I love it. But I haven't gotten back to sealing it yet because, as I said, it's got popping drills everywhere and it's a bit overwhelming. So this from Yumi Art was a wonderful surprise to not have any popping drills in this whole area that I've done. Oop, I dropped another diamond. Which makes me really, really happy. The drills have been wonderful. There's hardly any rubbish drills in it. Hardly any bits of garbage or anything like that. Fairly uniform in size. We have had some bigger ones and then some smaller ones, but that hasn't made a negative effect on anything. So I'm very, very happy with this because I was worried. I normally buy from Home Fun on AliExpress, or I buy in different shops online because I live in rural Queensland, so there's not really many shops around me. So I buy online and, oh, there's the kids playing outside again. Not my kids, neighbourhood kids. What was I saying? That's right. I normally buy from Home Fun or other diamond painting stores, and I saw this We're All Mad Here Alice in Wonderland design, and I really wanted it, but I'd never ordered from Yumi Art before. And I definitely, with the state of this canvas and these drills, I would definitely do it again. I'm definitely going to order from them again, and I hope the quality will be just as good because it's nice and sticky, easy to read symbols. Of course, I've got a light pad on. You could be able to see that I've got the light pad on underneath, but I always do. But easy to see symbols, no popping drills, no garbage drills. I'm very, very happy with this. And I'm hoping to order from a lot of different places and give good reviews, honest reviews, because I'm not going to tell you guys anything but the truth as far as these diamond paintings are concerned. But I'm hoping to do more reviews in the future of diamond paintings. Oop. So that would be really nice, and I can give you guys some honest feedback there. Excuse me while I have a sip. So also, what are your favourite diamond paintings to do? Do you like flowers, fairies, animals, birds, fish, lizards? Whoops. Excuse me. What kind of diamond paintings are your favourite? Make sure you tell me down in the comments below. I tried an elephant. Oh my gosh, the story of the elephant diamond painting. Oh, I got this absolutely gorgeous watercolor diamond painting of an elephant, and it's all different colors in a watercolor style. I started it. I didn't even get a quarter of the way through it, and I had to pack it away. It made me crazy because there was never a little more of each color in each area. No. It was confetti everywhere. So I couldn't just see how I am with these 939 now on these Ds. I'm just plodding along. There was no plodding along. I was constantly changing containers and getting 3 drills out, getting 5 drills out. And it wasn't just for one area or even a portion of it. That was the whole painting. So it actually made me lose my diamond painting mojo. Oh, more wax. Need more wax. Okay. Yeah, it made me lose my diamond painting mojo because I simply did not want to deal with this elephant anymore. So I eventually packed it up, put it in a box, put all the diamonds, they're still sorted and numbered in their boxes. They're all in one big box in my garage. And I'm going to send it to my friend Michelle in Victoria. And she said she'd finish it for me, because it's such a lovely, lovely painting. But it drove me crazy. I did not have the intestinal fortitude to deal with it. I really didn't. So I'm going to be a bit more thoughtful next time I buy another painting. Have you ever been overcome by a diamond painting and had to give it up? Or is it just me? You'll have to let me know in the box below. Sometimes you give them up because there's not enough detail, or there's popping drills, but mine was just sheerly being overwhelmed. So tell me in the comments below if you've ever had to give one up for that reason. Going really well here. Oh, bit of wax. Oh, can you hear that bird outside? It's that time of the afternoon, I think. The birds getting out and about. My dog is asleep on the couch beside me, so you might hear her snoring occasionally. Oh. Have a little bit more of 939, and then I might finish up this video for the day. Short and sweet. Just a few more. Oh. Such a satisfying sound when it adheres to the canvas. I love it. Alright, well, I'm going to continue with this 939, and hopefully I'll get back to you guys another time soon with another WIP and chat. Alright, bye.